and welcome to Round Robin. I'm your host, Robin McCormick with the City of Hampton. And today we are going to talk to a musician who has played around Hampton and run an open mic night for a number of years. Don Butcher, welcome.
Hi, Robin. Thanks for having me on your show.
I can't believe I've waited this long. I feel bad now.
No, it's my pleasure to be here. You have to wait until something happens.
Yeah.
And they're giving me an award, and I think that's what prompted this.
I know, a Lifetime Achievement Award. That's pretty impressive.
I'm starting to feel old.
No, music will keep you young, right?
I think so.
So, Don, tell me about how you got your start as a musician, because you had a real job at the time.
I was a musician in the Navy. I liked to play my guitar, and just anybody that had one, I'd get free lessons. How do you do that?
So you were kind of self-taught. You didn't have
self-taught. So I'm
okay.
learning how, and I love it. I was just ate up with it, and I played with my buddies in the Navy, and then got to this area, and I worked so much I didn't have a chance. I didn't have any social life whatsoever. So after a few years, I begged a gig at the Grandview Fishing Pier.
That was such a good place.
It
But I
really
must have
was.
come on much later because they had musical acts, like big names sometimes. It was a lot of touring groups, but you got them started. They didn't have music
Renee,
at all.
I hate to say it, I think I helped put it on the map.
Oh.
And then Renee wanted to do bluegrass, and so I said, well, I had to help her, of course, you know. So I was involved in that with her. And the open mic came about because I didn't really have the material to entertain all night, and some guy was there, kept making intelligent requests, and I said, no, I don't know that song, I wish I did. Do you know how to play? And he goes, yeah. So, well, here, you play.
So you just invited him up on stage?
Yeah, so
he took over?
This is an open mic night, and that's how I began doing open mic nights.
And that was when? Give me an approximate time there.
August 85.
Oh, wow.
And over the years, I became, had a duo called Clearwater, and we started getting real busy. And throughout the next, from maybe 89 to 2001, we were busy a lot, almost every night. And an open mic then was just to get out of that grind, doing the same thing
having
every night.
to do it all yourself.
Yeah, and we get to meet other people and play with and try other instruments and things like that. So it was a nice break to get away from the grind of working every night. And it's just something I've always loved and stayed with.
So were there other places you did open mic?
I've been thinking about this, of course, because we're coming up on the awards show and
I
anything.
know.
And then I got invited to do this show, so I started thinking, well, how am I going to be interesting more than a couple minutes? And so I think I have it chronologically. After the fishing pier came the Ordinary in downtown Hampton.
Oh my gosh, I remember that.
Do you remember?
Yes.
Hal Gurley was just so gracious. Hey, play here. Wow, really? Okay. So we played there as well as I did an open mic night. And then when Sorry Sarah's opened, a few doors up, I started doing an open mic night in there, and that's when I went to Tuesdays. And then something happened, and I moved down to 2nd Street Restaurant when it was the old post office.
Yep.
So for about 5 years I was there. And then in 2000 I moved back up to Goodfellas, which was Sorry Sarah's. So I was Goodfellas from 2000 until they closed in 2010. And I went to Phoebus, Sarah's Irish Pub, till they closed. I ride them. I get out of the restaurant and I ride them into the dirt till they close. And then,
Or you keep them alive for those last few years. Let's look at it that way.
I'm breathing the last breath into them. And so across the street to Old Town Tavern till they closed. See, there's a pattern.
There is a pattern. I'm seeing that now. So when you're doing an open mic night, a lot of times you know the people by now who are coming up, and there's a mixture. You know, but what's always interested me is there's beginners who are scared to death, or beginners who are excited, and then there's the people you see who are maybe hobbyists or pros who just kind of know what they're doing and jump in. What is that like?
You said it exactly right. You named them all. I've had people with their parents come in and they're just so proud that their kid's going to play, and I do everything I can to just make this the biggest night of their life if I can, all the way up to, you're right, the pros. But the reason I kept the open mic on Tuesday is because that's pros night off.
Right.
Nope, nobody works on Tuesday. They have typically maybe band practice. That keeps them out of there. But Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, they might be working. Monday, forget it, they're not going out. So Tuesday was just a perfect night because I would see a lot of pros. And I want that. I want to keep the quality up. I want everybody to have a chance. And that's where the list becomes the quiet unifier. Man, I'm sorry, man. I know you're Superman, but the list, we got Joe here, and then Sally, and so I've tried to stay true to the list.
Give everybody their shot.
That's it, and I'm not going to say I was perfect, but anyway, yeah. So the pros made the difference, and the fun part was picking people to play. If I see, like you say, I did know a lot of people after a while, and guy walks in, he says, I want to play some songs. I said, do you want a band or, I don't know. So I got him a drummer. Hey, you over there, and sometimes they may know. And I said, well, sit and watch. And they said, well, I'd like to have that guy play with me or something.
Great.
So it has been just so much fun.
So, one of the things that's interesting is that, and this might be just my opinion, but I think Hampton, partly because of guys like you and Vaughn Deel, but Hampton has a long tradition of being supportive of local music and a lot of local music going on. I don't think enough people know that.
Oh, open mics are common nowadays.
Yeah.
Because now they know. But you're right, Vaughn Deel, I'm glad you mentioned him. He and I are both getting the Lifetime Achievement Award.
From Veer Magazine, yeah.
And it's separate, it's not and it's so cool. He called me to congratulate me on, he says, congratulations on our award. What are you talking about? I didn't know. And so we had a real good laugh anyways. But Vaughn came to my first open mic night at the Fishing Pier.
Wow,
And,
really?
Yeah. And he started bringing people, the word got out, and it started getting better. And Vaughn and I have been great friends for a long time. And
it's that nurturing, that really helps bring people out.
People
and
have used
encouraging
that word,
and supporting.
It's true, I guess,
Yeah.
And you got to because I know one thing, people that know how to play want to play. And all you got to do is let them play. Mm-hmm. Give them a place where they can play. And you want an audience has to be happy, so they'll come back. Club owner needs to make a few bucks so they can, the whole world goes around. So it's a happy triangle, happy entertainer, happy audience, happy club owner. And everybody's happy. And it has to be that way or it won't work.
Yeah.
So that way you want to try to keep the quality up and keep the entertainment value going no matter what. This guy's having a hard time, let's help him get up there. And I've been known even a long time ago. Frankly, it got so bad that I couldn't even play at these open mics. It got so good.
So how many people in line that you didn't take your turn?
There was nights that I would play early on. I'm playing all night. Very few guests, which was, yay, I'm having fun. Then pretty soon it just got so busy and so good. I opened the show and that's it. I go sit and I start running the microphone. And but it was awesome. Just
That's
back
great.
to back to back to back. And
So when you play, what kind of music do you play?
I butcher music with my acoustic guitar and harmonicas. Pretty much Beatles is the first thing that really got me off the couch. I just had no idea. I was 12 years old, told my dad, I have to have a guitar. So Beatles, Eagles, Buffett, Croce, Clapton, probably one of everything. Mike Cross, I like the funny stuff. And it just, I like harmonies, America, Crosby, Stills and Nash, on and on and on.
Do you write your own?
I've written a few, yeah. There's a couple that I might, I'm hanging on to, but I'm thinking I was going to put a record out in 1960 something, and just never really got around to it. I still, to this day, don't have anything to show. I'm going to go ahead and make that record, and I know what I'm going to call it. Take my advice, I'm not using it.
All right, you've heard it here. Nobody can steal it. Well, we're going to close the talking part so that you can perform a song for the TV audience. So
Good.
Thank you so much
Thanks,
for coming.
Robin, for having me.
Thank you. And stay tuned.
I'll do a song by Jonathan Edwards called Shanty. Kitchen, fix us something good to eat. Make our heads a little high, make the whole day complete. Cause we gonna lay around a shanty, mama, and put a good buzz on. Pass it to me, baby, pass it to me slow. Take time out to smile a little before you let it go. We gonna lay around a shanty, mama, and put a good buzz on. Feel a little light, shut up and close the door. We gonna lay around the shanty, mama, and put a good buzz on. This at home, I'm a professional. We gonna sit down in the kitchen, fix us something good to eat. Make our heads a little high, make the whole day complete. We gonna lay around a shanty, mama, and put a good buzz on. Well, every night and day, if I can help it, gonna lay around the shanty, mama, and put a good buzz on.